Oh. Oh. Now we're talking. A real return to form. After 4 stinkers, it's time to pick things back up with one of the best games in the entire series, Castlevania 3: Dracula's Curse. This game is nothing short of a masterpiece. The challenge, the alternate pathways, multiple playable characters, kick-ass bosses, motherfucking Alucard, the music. I think it's safe to say this is one of, if not my favorite Castlevania soundtracks. The story takes place 100 years before Christopher this time, as we follow Trevor Belmont, who is the first Belmont to take on Dracula. Along the way, he gets help from a renegade fighter known as Grant Dynasty, a mage known as Sypha Bonades, and Dracula's rebelling son Alucard, who is the best character in the game. Each character has their own unique abilities. Grant can climb on ceilings, Sypha can use magic, Alucard can transform into a bat just to skip otherwise annoying segments, making him, again, the best character in the game. And then there's our hero, Trevor Belmont, who plays pretty much exactly like Simon, and that's perfectly fine. Why fix what isn't broken? This time around, instead of just exploring Dracula's castle, there's a long trek to get there first, and once you get to it, the game only gets harder from there. Yeah, I should probably mention that this game is ridiculously hard. Nothing on the level of Haunted Castle, but it's definitely harder than the first Castlevania. Once you get through the castle, it's time to take on Dracula, who this time has 3 forms, each one more difficult than the last. But unlike the first Castlevania, if you die on Dracula, you don't start at the staircase. You have to go through the whole level again, just adding to the difficulty. But that makes defeating Dracula once and for all the more satisfying. After Dracula's defeat, the heroes part ways. Grant goes off to continue leading a team of freedom fighters, Trevor and Sypha get married, and Alucard decides to go into an eternal slumber, which will later be interrupted in Symphony of the Night. And yeah, I pretty much covered all of it. There's not really much else to say. Despite the fact that I love this game so much, everything that I like about it, I either just said or covered in the first Castlevania game. It plays just like the first one, and it's got great levels of music just like the first one. There's really not much more I can add to it. The multiple characters are so much fun to play as. I usually always go with Trevor and Alucard. alternate pathways you can take is really fun. It's just a good game. Like a really, really good game. This is the Castlevania that the anime is based off of, and I don't think they could have picked a better game for it. The characters are so likable, the story is great, it's a great game to base a Castlevania anime off of. Now I really hope they bring in Grant for Season 2. Come on. Bring our boy home. Castlevania 3 is an incredible game. Fantastic from start to finish. Yeah, it's difficult, but that makes it all the more satisfying. It's such a breath of fresh air after 4 garbage games. Every character is fun to play as, even Sypha, who I played the least amount of times. But it's just so much fun, even though it's really difficult. But hey, that's what Alucard's for. It's such a fantastic experience, and I would highly recommend this game, even more so than Castlevania 1, to be honest. So after all that, now it's time for something a little different. Tune in tomorrow when we take a look at the spin-off series, Kid Dracula. Yes, that's real. See you then.